Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. It's another review coming at you on a Wednesday night. We've got Red Notice. It's an American double red, and it's at 8.5% by Working Title out of Brisbane. I've got the proper headwear on and the proper glassware. Another favourite brewery of mine. Two good dudes that run it, really good blokes. So, yeah, let's see what it has to offer. These guys are always busting out some very hop forward beers, and most of them are very good. So, let's see how this one fares. This was their third birthday glass. I've always been a fan of their logo, Working Title. It's very, very simple but effective. Yeah, their can artwork's always sort of generally two colours together with some sort of symbol, and then, yeah, just big bold writing with the logo. So, yeah, this is going to be a big boy, 8.5%. So, yeah, pause. It's not looking very promising in the camera, but it's like a very dark amber. It looks a lot darker in the camera. It's got more of a reddy tinge in real life. So it's about a 1 to 2 finger head. There's a slight bit of haze on it, but it's relatively clean. Carbonation's light. I'd say body's probably medium, maybe even higher end of medium. Looks like it's got a bit of thickness to it. So, yeah, let's go with. I haven't had a red IPA for a while, and it's a style that I love. So, fingers crossed it's going to be piney and citrus, and obviously caramel backbone. I can definitely smell the caramel. So, yeah, caramel, biscuit, orange, maybe some grapefruit. It's definitely some sweetness there. Cheers, Angie. Good to see you, mate. I've seen you alive before. I had a bit of an arvo nap and woke up and you're alive. Hope all's well. I'm on a big double red, 8.5%. It looks black in the camera, but it's actually like a dark amber colour. My camera is shit when it comes to colour. Well, certain beers it looks all right. It's just, yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting like huge caramel and toffee. Yeah, the more I smell it, I'm getting like pithy grapefruit, sweet orange. There's some pine there. There's even like a peppery note, like a little like black pepper on the finish. Smells like it's going to be very nice, this one. Yeah, I was always going to have a real rough week at work just with the scheduling. Um, the worst days were Tuesday and today, and yeah, I've got through them. So now I'm like, I feel a bit more relaxed, a bit more upbeat, less to worry about. So tomorrow's probably going to be, yeah, like there'll be a bit going on, but Friday will be real relaxed, and then I've got a long weekend. So when I say long weekend, I go on to nights. So I don't go. I finish work Friday lunchtime, and then don't go back till Monday night. So yeah, I just can't wait to relax on the weekend. It's got that like smell, like it's going to be like real chewy toffee, like sticky toffee. Mm, I'm looking forward to this one. I like the retro hat from these guys too. Just the just the retro sort of trucker cap. I just reckon they look cool. Nothing fancy, but yeah, I had to get a I had to get a cap from these guys because they're one of my faves. And you know how much I love my caps. I'm always wearing different ones. Yeah, the more I smell it, I'm getting more pine, so that's good. In a red IPA, I always hope for like a chewy caramel toffee body, slightly biscuity. I like citrus fruit and then some pine. That's pretty much what I like with the red IPA. And this smells like it's going to have all those characteristics. You want some bitterness? Yeah, so a red IPA and a black IPA, Angie, is sort of like they're very similar traits to West Coast IPAs in like the hops. It's just they have a different malt backbone. So a red IPA is always really dark and has more like caramel, more sort of toffee and like more of a red tinge. Whereas like a West Coast IPA, it will have caramel as well, but it's normally got like a biscuity, bready sort of backbone. And then a black IPA has a backbone sort of like a stout. It's got like dark, like roasted malts, but then still has the bitterness and the hop character of the other two. So that's why I like them all. They're all sort of all very similar, like piney, citrusy, bitter. I just like that. I don't know that those notes in beers. Anyway, enough smelling, enough talking, more drinking. Cheers, guys. Oh, it's got a really like luscious, like smooth mouthfeel. It's like quite full bodied. That's epic. Very smooth. Like it's almost like it almost feels like it's on nitro. That similar mouthfeel you get when you first have a Guinness. That's sort of what it's like, but more full. I'm quite impressed with that. That was unexpected. You're definitely getting that sticky caramel toffee backbone. It's quite rich. Um, there might even be a touch of sort of like you sort of get like a dried apricot feel to this one. It's definitely got that. Me and Craig always talk about with like West Coast and even like say a red IPA, you get like a jammy, like marmaladey character when you get sort of like yeah, like orange and apricot. Yeah, it's got that sort of stickiness to it. That is a fucking brilliant beer. See, I've had a mate that went to this brewery recently up in Brisbane, and I told him he's got to go there. He was going to go there anyway, but when I said, "Oh, they're one of my favourite breweries," and got to go check them out, he went there and he was said their beers were lackluster, and I was really surprised. But the more and more he talked about it, he said he was real hungover at the time, and I don't know. I think he probably just went there not at the best of time, or like I just can't see their beers being shit. If you went to the venue, I reckon it would have been amazing. So yeah, who knows what's going on there? Cheers, Thomas. Good to see you, brother. It looked like you said Angie, as in like my dog, Angus. I just snorted. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, brother. Get one of those ice houses into you, dude. Pardon me. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Love the community. Good people. Most are good people. I would say 90%. There are a few bad eggs. That mouth feels fucking sensational. Harry, how the fuck are you? Get back to work. Come on, brother. I've already done my fucking 10 hours today. I had a very rough day, and I've wrapped it up with a Westie and now a double red IPA. I feel like you'd love this beer, Harold. It's got a very lush mouthfeel, like very unexpected. It reminded me of like a nitro mouthfeel. Very full, and it's like malty as fuck. Like it's got that sticky caramel toffee, biscuity. It's almost like an Anzac biscuit, if anyone knows what that is. So Anzac biscuits are like an Australian thing. And yeah, how do I describe it? Sort of like golden syrup. Golden syrup is sort of a bit like maple syrup. It's like an alternative, and yeah, it's like that mixed with biscuit and like I think it might have coconut or something in it. I mean, this doesn't have coconut in it, but I just get that biscuity, syrupy sort of thing. Yes. Oh, that's cool, dude. So how many subscribers do you have? It's about like, is it 1,000 subscribers you need, and then is it the fourth? What is it? 4,000 watch hours or something like that. Is that what it takes to get monetized? Cheers, Lee. Good to see you again. Yeah. Yeah. Desiccated coconut, golden syrup. Yeah, oats. That's the other thing I was sort of thinking of. Rolled oats. Just to like, just trying to think of the characteristics that make it different to other biscuits. They're fucking awesome anyway. But yeah, just some notes in this beer remind me of that. Wow, who's the big shot? Are you one of the Paul brothers? Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, well, I started my channel around Christmas, New Year's. Um, so just like probably a week before this year started. So I've been going now for 10 months. Subscribers, I'm just below 300. Watch hours, I'm really high. I'm like over 2,000. Yeah, and as far as like views go, I think I'm going pretty well. Also, I've just found like consistency definitely helps. Obviously, I mean, it's a niche market beer. There'd be so many other things you could do and grow very quickly, but yeah, like I just do it for the love more than anything in the community, just talking shit to people and meeting people. If I wanted to make money off YouTube, I'd do food because I've got plenty of mates that do food stuff on like TikTok and that, and some of them are killing it. But yeah, it's just I don't know. You got to do shit that you love. There's no point doing stuff and you're not even into it. I mean, I do love food, but how many people out there are already doing that shit? Yeah. The only thing that's hard for me is because I do rotating shifts. So, like, you'll find there'll be weeks where I'm the same time every night, and I'll try and pick a time that suits both the UK and the US folk. But then the next week I'm working at that time that I'm going live. So yeah, it's always hard. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the way I'm going about it's how I sort of want to, and I don't really care what people think. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's your own channel and what you do. Like, yeah, that's all that matters. I think part of me just wants more sort of like I'd love to build a little Aussie beer community on YouTube. I just think it lacks here in Australia. You'll notice in the UK, the beer community, as far as YouTube goes, it's quite strong. People will like go live, and there's a lot of people watching, and it just seems to be a lot more active. Like I wish Australia was a bit like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, that just comes from me going live all the time, and obviously when I do hangouts, like some of the hangouts go for fucking ages and get some decent views, so that definitely helps. Yeah, but this beer, back to the beer, shall we? It is fucking good. I've had some really good red IPAs. I haven't had many recently. I've had heaps of black IPAs recently. And in a lot of those reviews, I talk about my love for the black IPA and the red IPA and how I love when they're very West Coast leaning. And that's exactly what this is. So, yeah, when you get a really good red IPA that's like huge in the caramel like notes, and it's got those like punchy pine, citrus, earthy hop character. Yeah, it reminds me of an old school Westie. So that's why I enjoy the style so much. I'm not even sure what the hops were in this one. I might have to see if it's on the can. Yeah, it just says double the malts and double the hops for an avalanche of flavors. Caramel, biscuit, toffee malts collide with piney resinous and citrus focused hops. Sometimes they'll name the hops on their cans, but yeah. I know these guys love their old school C hops. I wouldn't be surprised if, just from what I'm tasting, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Columbus in there. Um, Maybe some Simcoe. Hmm. Maybe even Citra. Hard to say. It's got a very strong malt backbone though, and I love that. I'll tell you what was good marketing, buddy. I had a beer or two beers last night, and one was called Socks and the other one was called Jocks. And they actually, when you bought them, you could buy them with a pair of jocks and a pair of socks. I thought that's fucking brilliant. There's the socks there. The jocks I wore to work today, so I will not be showing them on the camera. But yeah, they were what it was is it was two beers, exact same malt profile, exact same hop profile, exact same water profile, but different yeast. And the two yeasts they used were brand new yeasts out of a Melbourne laboratory. One was called Rude Boy, and the other one was called Vape. So it was just cool to like compare the two beers just with a different yeast. I thought that was cool. Cool concept. Sock on your cock. Yeah. I've had quite a few pairs of mountain culture socks. The worst thing with me is I wear them to work and I wear them out real quick. Doesn't help that I walk to work every day. So, like, yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to socks. When it comes to like good socks, I need to just keep them for like special occasions. But I'll just go, oh fuck it, it's a pair of socks, and I just when I get like decent socks, I should keep them aside from like just your everyday one. Oh, that sounds awesome. Do you know what brewery it is? Because Boston's got some fucking crackers. Yeah, Boston's got some of the best breweries in the world. So yeah, as far as booze goes, um, it was 8.5. It pretty much drank like an 8.5. I can definitely tell it's a little higher. Um, has it gone to my head? Yes, somewhat. Uh, I like, the 500 ml can, as I said on the last stream. It's my favourite when it comes to craft beers, because especially here in Australia, because craft is so fucking expensive. So most of us tend to only buy small amounts of drinks and just try them. And if we like them, we'll go back. But I hate when you just buy one beer to try it and it's only 330 ml and you have like one sip and it's fucking gone. So yeah, 500's good, especially if you're doing reviews and stuff. You can pour nearly a full glass, enjoy it on the review, and then still like have enough to take a photo and enjoy it off camera. I do like that. Um, yeah, this brewery, one of my favourites. I've drank with when the guys first started up. I had a drink with them. Two good fellas. Fucking love them. Good to see them doing well. Yeah, red IPAs, brilliant style. Need to have more of them in my life. So yeah, I'd probably go. Hmm. I rate it pretty highly. Like that mouthfeel really surprised me. It was fucking awesome. Like just smooth and creamy and like had that sort of nitro feel to it. Like not much I can say negatively about this beer. I'm going to say a 4.6 out of 5. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, got that huge caramel toffee malt backbone, slightly biscuity. As I said, had that reminded me slightly of like an Anzac biscuit. Yeah, it's got the citrus, hop notes, the pine, the grass. Yeah, even like a touch of like pepper. Bitterness is there. Yeah, good beer. Very good beer. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night for probably, I reckon, 2 more reviews again. I don't mind the two live reviews in a night when I'm doing morning shift. It's fun. So I might do maybe a German inspired beer. We'll see what happens. I've got a few in the fridge. I might even do an IPA as well, maybe a juicy one. I've got some pretty funny can artworks and that in there. One that one's got Zoolander on it. I reckon that'll make for a funny review. So yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.